welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So since the STI is at the shop right now, and I'm just waiting on details from First Class Auto on what's going on with the car, I can't really update you guys, but yeah, they're currently working on it. So as soon as they start doing stuff to it, or if they have any questions about anything, they'll ask me, and then I'll let you guys know where they're at with it. But overall, I just want to make a short video about the 22 WX that I have behind me. As you guys know, I bought the WX last year around April or something, so it's been almost a year. So I just want to kind of give my thoughts about it and what I think about this, comparing to either my STI or other cars probably that I've owned before. So yeah, so basically this car is completely stock. I haven't done much to it other than a front lip and the trunk spoiler and some some driven media overlays for the tail lights, the headlights, and some of the reflectors. And then that's pretty much it. That's all I've done to the car. And then I wrapped the roof black, gloss black, which looks amazing. But yeah, it's completely stock. I did throw on the old STI wheels on this, and I put 20mm spacers on it. It does kind of look kind of weird because it's really high, really lifted. I know, get some coilovers, and I will soon. I think after this engine build is complete, I will definitely start looking into doing some mods for the car. So yeah, so basically that's all it has. Soon we should have an exhaust. I've been thinking a lot about the Tomei that just came out, which is the Tomei, the dual exit, the Type D or something like that. Thinking about that one just to, I wish they would have made it for the VA too, because like everybody hates, like on my car, the STI, most people don't like the single exit. But I love the sound of the Tomei, so that's why I haven't swapped it. I'm just waiting for Tomei to either make one for the VA, which I wish they would, because they made it for this one, so I don't know, maybe they're testing the waters. But yeah, so I'm thinking of getting that one just so it can fill the back end pretty nicely with the dual exhaust. And then coilovers, I don't know, just normal ass coilovers, probably some Faction Fab coilovers from from Super Speed. So other than that, yeah, so hopefully we get that done soon. So another way, let's get back to the VB on my little opinion about this car. I just think it's pretty tamed, and compared to the STI. So stock for stock, I think it's pretty tamed because of everything. Like right now it's stock, right? So obviously it's gonna be pretty daily drivable kind of car. So once I get some coilovers and I don't know, and fix up the suspension a little bit, it'll probably be a little stiffer. But basically I think it's because I'm so used to the hydraulic steering and the STI, I don't know, it's just pretty perfect. And compared to this one, I never had a WX from the VA stuff, but I'm pretty sure they're similar with the electronic steering and all that. But yeah, other than that, like the clutch feels kind of soft, too soft for the car. The car feels kind of soft. The shifting kind of feels wobbly. I know they have some aftermarket parts to fix that. And also it's missing the rumble. But yeah, I know the rumble kind of causes a lot of heat in the STI. So basically you either get the rumble or you go equal length headers and you run better power and better numbers. But you know, I'm gonna keep the rumble on my STI. So I'm just basically having the stock headers on there. With an up height from NVIDIA. I might switch to the Tomei later down the road, the unequal length or the IAG unequal length, but we'll see. But yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's why. So like I said, with aftermarket support, you can stiffen up the shifter, you know, like the pairing little shift stopper thing and some bushings, and it'll make it pretty solid. I haven't seen like Cobb make anything for the shifter yet, so I'm waiting on them so I can do a short shifter on the car. I don't know, you could do a lot of things to fix that, but at the same time, it's still will fall short compared to an STI or any STI, any year of STI, because I don't know. It just sucks that the VB doesn't have an STI, that's all I'm saying. But enough about the STI and the VB comparing each other. So let's compare the VB versus the VA WRX. I would much rather go with the VB WRX than the old gen WRX. So if you're looking to get into just a WRX, honestly this is probably a better one because of the FA24 engine in there, and then plus it just makes better power, I think, than the FA20. So I don't know anything about the FA20, WRX, but I know this one's probably better. But anyways, yeah. So if you're looking for like a WRX, I would say get this one. And if you're looking to get something better than this WRX, I would say get a VA STI, even if you can find one used or something. Or not even just a VA, the older gen, like the Hawkeyes or the hatchback ones. Those are really nice. So STI definitely better than this. But since there's no more STIs, this will do if you want a Subaru, you know? So honestly, it's a good car. I'm enjoying it, but you know. But for those looking for something cheap and good, with some good aftermarket support, I would say this is a good car for that. It's a great car, but just don't compare it to the STI because it's a totally different car than this STI. But with minor bolt-ons, man, and E85, there's people making 400 horsepower around there to the wheels, which is crazy. I'm not doing anything performance to this car yet. I'm gonna wait until we hit like 60K to start doing some intake, downpipe from intercoolers, and whatever else we can do. I know the fueling is kind of limited because of the direct injection, but overall I think just with minor bolt-ons, 400 horsepower, if I could get it there, would be a really fun car. But yeah, other than that, I'm making some great horsepower. I don't know, there's something about this car in stock form though that I just don't really love about the car. I mean, I enjoy the car as a daily. It gets me from point A to point B. It's kind of fun to drive. It has a little kicks in there, here and there with the 13 PSI that it has, but I mean, it's pretty boring, honestly. But I think if I compare to my STI, honestly, yes, it's very boring compared to that. But if I didn't have the STI and I just had this, and you can mod this and then get it where you want it, I think it would be a fun car. But honestly, if I since I have my STI and I wanted to trade, if you have an STI and you want to trade for the new WRX, I wouldn't do it. I would just keep STI as you have it and either buy that as a second car or something, because you're gonna miss that STI. I've seen people trade in their STIs for WRXs, and it's fine, you know, whatever their choice. But at the same time, I think if I did that, like let's say if I did trade in my STI for a VB WX, I would hate myself for it, honestly, because I don't know, just about something about the STI is just different. But yeah, the VB is fine as a daily driver. I enjoy it, you know, but I'm not sure if I would have put the amount of money that I had put on the STI into this car. It's kind of the same like my Mazda Speed that I had before, and the Mazda Speed before that. I didn't want to put too much money into it. I probably just wanted to put wheels, exhaust, coilovers, intake, and tune, and it'll be fine. I didn't want it to go all out, you know, maybe some seats and stuff, but the STI, on the other hand, has a lot of stuff on it because, you know, I just wanted, I don't know, I got a big old thing about carbon fiber, lowering it, wheels, the whole intake and all, the whole engine build and all that I'm doing, the racing seat, the Ricardo seats and stuff. I mean, I went all out, but on this car, I think I wouldn't want to put too much money into it because I'd rather just go and buy something different and put more money into it. So like something way different, like a Supra or 400Z or old STI, like a Hawkeye, or, you know, something like that, like a 2007 Hawkeye or anything. I know it's old school, but I would much rather put more money into that than this. This is just basic mods and it'll be fine, and then I'll be cool with it. But like I said, with some wheels and coilovers and exhaust, and it would be fine. And I'll be done with the car, you know. I wouldn't want to spend too much money on it, like I'm saying, but you know, at the same time, it is a WRX and you can make some good power. But you know, once I hit the 60K mark, maybe I'll start putting some power down to this car, because you know, want to keep the warranty just in case something happens. Because building an engine or buying an engine or rebuilding an engine is not cheap, especially if you have to pay for everything like I'm doing with the STI. I'll tell you how much I'm paying for like the STI rebuild later, but it is a lot of money. Well, honestly, yeah. So for those looking for a nice performance car, I think it's an affordable one at that. I think the WRX is a good choice, because if you want to get like a Corolla GR or a Honda Type R, they're pretty up there in price point there. Unless you're willing to spend, what is it, like WRX is only like 30,000. You buy this base model one, and then in a Honda Type R, it's probably around 45, 44. Corolla GR 45, 44. Nissan Z around 60 or 50 or something. And then some of them have markups and stuff. So there's not really much cars out there that are in this price point and that are as fun as this car and as much aftermarket support that this car has. So I'll definitely go with this car, especially if you have the funds to buy this and then you want to save some cash for mods. So let's say you bought this car for 30K and you have 40K in your bank. Buy this car for 40K, 30K, and then you have 10K left. You can put the wheels, you can put coilovers, exhaust, boom, right there and then. So I don't know. Honestly, this will be probably a better car, but if you're willing to spend all that money, then yeah, go for a Honda Type R or Corolla GR, whatever. I don't really like the Corolla GR. They're all right, but oh, speaking of which, there goes a Corolla GR. It's my neighbor. It's a white one. It's pretty nice, I guess. I don't wonder how much he spent on that car. Hopefully not over 50. But yeah, anyways. But like I said, yeah, go for it. I would say get the WRX if it's in your budget. If you have more than enough budget, then yeah, definitely go for, if you can find one, a Type R or some kind of nicer car over the 40K mark. But under the 40K mark, I think under 35, the WRX is the better choice. But yeah, if you're looking for the car that's affordable, yeah. And if the looks bother you, I mean, they're not great. I for one have gotten used to how the WRX looks with all the plastic clouding. It doesn't bother me as much. I think the thing that bothers me the most is the back bumper, because yeah, it looks ugly as hell. I don't know what Subaru was thinking, but it just does not look good. Even painting it, I think, still looks bad. I think it just sticks out too much. I don't know. I don't know. But they should have kept it normally stock. And they should have made it more, they should have made the back bumper a lot better than what it looks right now. That's the only thing I think that this car really needs, because the fenders, they're ugly, whatever. You will get used to them after looking at them so much, but they do bug you. But there's an easy fix. You can either get the fender, the paint match ones from AFD, or you can go take it to a shop and get that painted. Also, like front lip and side skirts and rear diffuser kind of helps the body lines of the car. But yeah, other than that, I mean, just anything you can do, like all this plastic stuff, you can paint it and it'll come out perfectly. The only thing is, even if you paint the back bumper, or even if you try to do whatever you want to do with the back bumper, it still looks ugly no matter freaking what, because it sticks out too much. Looks like a goddamn looks like a goddamn freaking diaper. This car has a diaper in the back. And nothing can fix that, honestly. I mean, I saw that JDM muscle rear bumper that they're working on, but who knows when that one's coming out and how much that one's gonna be, probably like $2,000 or something. But yeah, overall this car drives great and performs really well for a daily driver and a weekend cruiser. My wife loves it and enjoys it, so that's good. So it's her car, so she drives it mostly, and yeah, so she enjoys it. So she loves it and it's fine. The car does have some great aftermarket support though. So like I said earlier, the support from like companies like Perrin, Cobb, even Tomei now, ETS, maybe in Grimspeed, I think they're working on some parts, but who knows. You got a lot of other companies like making carbon fiber parts for the interior, for the exterior, lips, body kit, like Saibon, freaking Aeroflow Dynamics. They're working on stuff on this car. So I mean, it has good support. You can make it your own, like how I have the STI or how other people have the old WRXs and stuff. So definitely works in your favor when you mod these cars, because there's a lot of support. But anyways, yeah, so like I was saying, all the aftermarket support is good. As for installing parts on the VB, like doing it yourself, this is a great beginner's car. All the parts are like super easy to install. Everything's really simple. Honestly, like there's so many videos out there that show you how to do things. People that own Subarus record a lot of stuff and what they're doing to their cars. They don't just say like boom boom, there it is. There's like companies making videos. There's a lot of stuff, and then honestly there's a lot of instructions and everything compared to like other, I don't know, I dealt with other companies where they just ship you a part and sometimes it doesn't even fit. So but overall, like if you have questions, there's a big community for Subaru. So, and plus like the EJ has a lot of back thing, but there's also like these new guys doing the VB stuff. So, and they're getting a lot of knowledge off the cars. So definitely good car to start for a beginner, and also just so you can learn how to do things yourself and make the car your own. This car honestly looks like it has a, I feel like this car, honestly for this car, I feel like if you feel like wrapping the car and you're doing it yourself the first time, I think this car might just be the easiest car out there because of all the fender stuff and all that. You don't have to wrap complicated side skirts, because if you paint these, even if you paint the side skirts, they're easy to wrap. Even if you paint all the fenders and all that, you can take them apart and wrap them individually, it'll be fine. But the bumper, the doors and everything, it's just good. You don't have to deal with the spoiler unless you bought the STI spoiler and put it on your car. But honestly, like, this car is like probably one of the easiest to wrap. I feel like if you want to learn how to wrap, this will probably be the most basic car to wrap, until you color match everything, and you're pretty much screwed. Like if you color match the bumper, then you have to wrap over that bumper and a bunch of inlays. I bet it's complicated. I would do it if I had to, but you know, I'd rather not even deal with the back bumper or paint it. So I don't even think I'm gonna paint it. I'm just gonna probably paint the side skirt, get the AFD fenders, and then wrap the car later. I'll probably wrap the car first and then get the fenders and wrap those and all that. But overall, yeah, it looks like an easy car to wrap. It has plenty of freaking aftermarket support. Yeah, so great beginner's car, great to learn to drive. It's an easy car to drive. So if you're barely getting into any kind of car and you love Subarus, this is pretty much an easy car to learn and drive, and it's fun. So it's not fast. If you're looking for something fast down the drag strip, then you're gonna need something different. You're in a different type of car. You're gonna want something way more, with more horsepower, more cylinders, whatever. But for this car, it's basically just for people that are just looking for a nice, fun car and they want to mod it and make it themselves. As for the interior of the car, I do love how the dash and everything just kind of flows. Everything looks good. I like the black interior. The only problem I have is there's a couple problems, honestly, for the car that I feel like Subaru didn't really pay attention. I don't know if it's just a base model, but when you look inside, you got all this chrome everywhere. Like not chrome, but like platinum, I would say. Like, I don't know what color it's almost chrome, silver, whatever you want to call it. It's everywhere. And then the back doors, the carbon fiber, fake carbon fiber that it has on the back doors is black, but the front is silver. So it's kind of like, it makes no sense. Why is it two different colors? And then also the armrest is an issue. It's too small, but you can, you know, that one has aftermarket support. You could definitely buy a armrest to make it a little taller. So yeah, but my biggest thing about the inside of the interior is the damn infotainment center. I do not like it because, I mean, sure, it's fine, whatever. I got the base model, so it has a dual 3DS, or what do you call it, Nintendo DS kind of screen that everybody hates. And I should have went with the other one, but honestly, we just wanted a nice car for now. But basically, yeah, so definitely that screen is pretty messed up. I don't know why or who thought of the idea of these new cars. I mean, some cars probably have great climate controls and stuff integrated into the touchscreen thing. I mean, maybe the limited ones or the higher base ones with the big screen are probably better than this one. But this one, for the base model, honestly, I would skip the base model all entirely, because yeah, the touch screen, the touch thing for the touch screen for the climate controls is really annoying, especially during the summer when it was really hot. It like lagged a lot, so you were just sit there overheating because you couldn't turn on AC. So yeah, and then to lower the heat and all that, you have to like either press the side button or touch the screen, and if the screen doesn't work, the easiest way is just using the button, but that takes forever. So yeah, that's pretty much the worst thing about the car, honestly, because of the infotainment center, just the climate controls. I wish it was like the other, like my STI or the other car that I have, where it's just analog or whatever. It's not digital or touchscreen or whatever you want to call it. So definitely something that pisses me off about this car. And also the seats, they're comfortable, they're fine, but it is cloth interior, so it's like the base. So if you spill something on those seats, they get dirty quick, and you have to clean them. So anything you spill in there, even water, just stains the seats. So I don't know, I honestly hate the seats too. So I would probably swap those out later. I don't know, we'll see if we swap them out, because they do get kind of annoying that they get dirty pretty quickly. I mean, as for everything else in the car, like in the inside when you're driving and stuff, you can see everything perfectly. It has great visibility. The back seats have great room. I think they have more room than my STI, because honestly, you can probably fit car seats and stuff if you have kids a lot better than the VA could have. But you know, it just feels more roomy. The car feels bigger. I don't know why, but I think it is just bigger. I don't know the exact dimensions of the car compared to the VA one, but honestly, it is bigger. It just feels more roomy, and everybody fits in there comfortably and doesn't feel like all squished and crammed compared to the STI word, but it does feel kind of crammed in there. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much on the interior. Just the shifter kind of messed up. I did put a racing shift knob on there. It's pretty heavy, so it feels good when you shift. So definitely recommend getting a heavy shift knob. Honestly, you can change all the interior, you know, like seats, the steering wheel, the shifter, all that plastic gray silver crap. They sell carbon fiber, like actual carbon fiber parts for it to cover it up. So I mean, if I wanted to, I can definitely do all Alcantara, all carbon fiber. I mean, that'll be probably there. It doesn't bother me too much, but it is kind of honestly like, come on, Subaru, you mismatch colors and then your seats suck. But yeah, it's just me complaining, honestly. But to each their own. If you like all those stuff, I mean, it is a base model, but for crying out loud. But yeah, as for maintenance for the car though, honestly, the maintenance, the oil changes are easy in this car. I did the oil change like last week, and that's the second time I did it for the car. And honestly, it's super easy to change the oil in this car. You got the oil drain down there, nothing's covering it, so you don't have to remove any plastic or anything or deal with any plastic. You just take the bolt off, drain the oil, and put the bolt back on, and then the filter's on top of the engine, so you don't have to deal with that down there either. You don't have to take off any plastic. So it's pretty quick oil changes. I mean, they made it so easy, so fast. It's wise, you could do it yourself. Okay, so yeah, overall, we are keeping the car. I mean, we like it. And we understand that it's not for everybody, and nobody likes the looks or whatever. I haven't, in person, no one has told me how much they hate the car, how it looks. But, you know, honestly, us Subaru people, us Subaru fans, we do not like what Subaru did, but we bought it, I bought it, and a bunch of other Subaru people are gonna buy it. So definitely a great car. But yeah, we know that there's a lot of hate around this car, how it looks and stuff, but yeah, we're keeping it, and we'll soon start putting some more mods into it. But first, we're gonna do like the coilovers, the exhaust and the wheels, and yeah, and wrap the car. I'm gonna wrap the car hopefully soon, maybe next month or something, a couple months from now when the summer starts hitting, and I'm gonna wrap the car myself. I don't know what color yet, so stay tuned. It's whatever color I think she likes, and then whatever color I think I'm gonna like, so whatever, because either way, we don't want something we're not gonna like. But honestly, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video, guys. Just wanted to share my thoughts on the VB. I know it kind of got extended by what's coming to the channel. Hopefully soon I get some updates on the STI, so I can update you guys on the STI. But as soon as I get that update, I'll let you guys know. Either it's coming through my Instagram, or I might just make a video, kind of like how I am here, just sitting here talking about it. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. All right, peace out.